Okay, so hi everybody, welcome to this new office hours. As usual, feel free to present yourself in the chat and how long you've been using WeWeb. And for the questions, no worries, Bertrand. Please ask them in the question and answer panel so that I can get them in order, especially because today Florian will be able to join us only for 45 minutes, so we'll have to be really quick. Sorry for this. But yeah, hopefully we'll manage to answer most of your questions.
Hi, everyone.
Hey. So we'll begin with a friend who has many questions. The first one is about CSS rules. Then it's the select dropdown, then the color of a radio button. And I don't get the last one, so you explain this to us. For browser suggested words. So let's invite Fred on stage.
Hi there.
Hey.
Sorry, I always struggle with the Zoom controls. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So the first question is related to the conditional CSS. So I have something on the left. Let me just go.
I just saw the formula. I have the answer already if you want.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Then I'll cut right to it. Let me just grab that formula and you can answer.
So say the formula should be just the rule, the CSS rule, and not the name of the rule. So you're already in padding. So what you should do is simply remove padding, double dots. Yeah, basically. You should still keep the quotes because it's still a string, though.
Oh yeah, so I reduced one.
But yeah, normally it's working.
Beautiful. Thank you. That answers that question. That was a fast one.
Nice.
Yes,
the next one was, if you have time for a couple of other quick ones. The second one is, I have a drop down that I'm using up in the upper right hand corner, which is an input select. And I'm guessing maybe I've used the wrong element here, but let me just refresh this page and show you that what I want this to be is, I want this to have a result. So this is bound to a list of seasons for my app. And there will be a concept of a current season. So the user will pick one that's the current season. And when they load this page, I would like this dropdown to say the name of the current season, but I don't want them to be able to edit this. So right now, if I click in here, I get my cursor here and I can edit this. I can add a value here, but I don't want to add a value. I just want to pick from a list that the user can't change, except in the case where they add a new season in the database. So I'm wondering if I've used the wrong element here, because I don't want people to enter things here. Just select.
Wait, normally it's an option. Can you go to the settings of these elements?
Yeah. Okay, so here I'm on the input select.
And can you go to the setting tab? So you're on the right, on the in here. So the one in the middle, yes, this one. So what you want to have is to remove the can you scroll?
Yeah,
it's an advanced option, I think. Can you click on advanced option? And yes, you just have to toggle off searchable. This one, so you won't be able to type in right now, normally.
Okay, this is what I want. Thank you very much. Boy, you guys are quick today.
So this is the first one, and if you need to initialize, so you to have the right season when the page load, you need to use the init value. So you've got initial, but you already put in fall.
I think I already have it set there. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. What's the next question here? Another quick. These are all going to be quick, I think.
If you want to force them, if you want them not to be able to edit in this select, this is what you said. You have to toggle read only on that one.
I see. Okay, so got it.
At the beginning in here, yeah. If you click read only, normally you shouldn't be able to. Oh no, it's disable, I think. Yeah, I think it's this one. But okay. you can play with the settings to have the.
Thank you. Now I understand. The next quick one is related to a browser, I think. So I have a field here. If I enter if I didn't enter data in here, no problem. Everything's formatted correctly. However, if I click into this field and my browser gives me a suggested word, I think this is from the browser. I don't think this is from WeWeb.
Yes,
because I've typed something in here before. So if I select this, now my field has a blue background, and I don't want that because it's also messing up with because the formatting of the background is messing up with the radius as well. So my question is there a way to turn that off, maybe somehow through JavaScript or something to have the browser not make suggestions there?
So it's you need to add an attribute on the input in the settings. So let me find which one it is. So indeed, this is due to
like autocomplete
native
false.
feature. Yeah, I think it's autocomplete false. Yes, maybe something like this. So yes, it's I think it's below. You need to create your own attributes. So can you scroll a bit?
Yeah, it's here, attributes.
In attributes, you see HTML attributes, you've got a blue button, add, which is not aligned. And you can click on it, yes, and create your own attributes. And I think it's autocomplete off, something like this. I need to check out this.
So the name is autocomplete, yeah. And the value is off or false. I don't remember. Yeah, I think we need to search Stack Overflow.
Yeah.
Or ask ChatGPT.
Right now.
I think WeWeb Copilot is able to answer this, maybe.
Yes, it's off. So
okay, it's not false.
So change this quickly to off. Correct. Good. It's not doing it now. Wonderful.
Works? Okay, perfect.
You guys are on such a roll. I think I only had one small other question, which was related to radio buttons. Can I change the color and or size of a radio button? So I have radio buttons here, and by default it shows up as blue, and that doesn't match with my color palette. And I'd like to change the color of this and or make that larger, but I can't find a parameter for that. If I go into the radio button input or the radio input, I only have a text that I can change. And if I change the text, it changes the black text here, but I don't seem to have control over that radio button.
Yeah, because it's the native one. I'm not sure we can.
Yeah, I think most designers they recreate the radio button from scratch using divs, because the native one is very specific to browsers and it's really hard to customize.
Okay, that answers all my questions, gentlemen. Thank you so much.
You've got it. You got an example. You can just click the add panel. You must have an example really in the ready-made elements. If you click the plus button, yes, in here, and check for ready. Yes, the first one I think is yes, this one is not native. Can you try it?
Sure, I'll try that. I'll just add that down somewhere here. Okay, it shows up at the bottom here, and if I go like this, I don't know if I have any choices in there. That one is this guy right here, and the settings.
Yeah, this
No,
one
I
is a
think-
div. So can you just
Yeah.
open it? I think it's a checkbox. It looks like a
Oh.
radio,
Yeah.
but it's a checkbox. Yes, that's it. So the checkbox, you can edit anything you like in here. So it looks like a radio, but it's not. It's really a checkbox. So to do it yourself, you're gonna have to add. Yeah, you can change it. Let's try. Oh no, it's
No, sorry, that's the wrong. It's the
yeah, you need to select the, yes, it's called checkbox 2, but in that one, on the left in the tree, you can see below in the, yeah, not this one, just the one below.
Yeah.
Yes, this one. You can select this one and you can
Oh.
edit the color.
Oh, I see. Okay, so this is the
Yeah,
the
and you
size.
can even
This is-
change the icon and you can do basically what you want with this one. It's quite flexible.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But you're gonna have
But
to
I
add
couldn't, you know what I
two
couldn't? I
checkboxes.
tried using this element, this radio button with text at the beginning, but I couldn't figure out how to add my options using that.
Yeah,
Control.
you need to add two of them, and then you need a workflow on them to disable the others when you click
Oh,
on
you know
it.
what? It's close enough. This blue is
Yeah.
close enough. I'll live with it.
Yeah.
Rather than going to
Yeah,
read-
that's
Yeah,
that's
because-
a bit of work, but
it's already
I
working
think
fine. Like I've got
Yeah.
everything working fine with the radio
Okay,
buttons.
Yeah.
And the right things show
but
up. And
I think in the academy, in the level 2 of the academy, Joyce is covering this. If you want a full example, you can check out this course.
okay, terrific, gentlemen.
But yeah,
Thank you
with
so
the
much.
component, I think we're gonna create one. You're welcome, Fred.
No
Thank
worries.
you.
Thanks.
Bye now.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye. So then we have Bertrand, fellow user. How do I undo the selection of a row? No date displayed in the datetime field, error on upset. Oh, that seems many things. So let's invite you. And for arranging fields in the form, I think it's mostly using flexboxes.
Video and microphone.
Hey.
Hi. Oh,
Hi.
I got a new microphone here, which is much nicer. You
Yeah.
don't see it.
That's really
huh?
nice.
Well, first of all, I would like to present you my issue here, or let's say how I want to, how my software is working. You have a project and underneath there are tasks. Oh, you don't see it. Sorry.
You're not sure.
Yeah.
You're not sure.
Yeah.
You got a project can have several tasks, and in this task,
Bertrand? Yeah, you're not sharing your screen.
you don't see.
Yeah, you're
No,
still
no.
not sharing. No, we cannot
Oh.
see your screen.
Why? Okay. Sorry. Now. Okay, I that's easier. I share my second screen. Okay, here. This is the overview of the project management system. Project,
Yeah.
several tasks, and the tasks, there can be several jobs. And now I show you my problem. Oh, I have to move this screen now to the next screen. Okay. How can I enlarge this now? This is really bad. I want to make this big, but cannot enlarge the screen here. How can I do that now? Because
Maybe can we call the next person on stage while you're trying to arrange your screen?
I think now it's but I signed in already. Not this one. I can't see this because okay.
So not
Now,
as
again,
this one.
I select some project here, and now my screen is not displaying the complete picture. I think I should have chosen the other screen. Here it doesn't work. Okay, because I don't see to the right. Okay, now I'm going, I have a task, and now I display jobs for selected task. And here it's okay. I don't have an idea because no row is selected. But if I select a row, I have all the fields from my selected line in the form and update without any problem. But I cannot deselect the row. And so I cannot use upsert because the ID is always known to the program. You understand what I mean?
But the user is supposed to unselect the row after selecting it?
Well, if, for instance, he wants to examine first what's written here in this row, and now wants to add a row, it's not possible because the ID here is always known.
Yeah, but if I were you, I wouldn't use the same form because the whole UX of the app is kind of hard to use. And maybe having an update versus a create button and then showing a different form would be a better option.
This is what I did first, but then you recommend to use upsert.
No, you can, yes, no, use upsert, but you would need, okay, you need a create row, right? Create job somewhere, a button to do that.
Yeah. I wanted to do that with this form, and I tried to do this via control checkbox, but the formula doesn't work. I wanted to set the ID to null, but that doesn't work.
So let's imagine you click on the row because you are editing it, and then you wish to create a new one, right?
Yeah.
So what you would do is to click on a create row, create job. So I guess you need a button create job somewhere, not in the form.
Yeah,
just
okay,
near the table.
this is okay. But I thought you wanted to tell me that last time that I should.
Yeah, and you use the same one. And so when you need to add a workflow on your create job button, maybe if you wish to keep the data from a selected line, for example, to preset things, you could just you could just remove the ID, the own job ID, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What we're trying to say is basically, sorry, that the form is only visual. If you have a different button, you can use the same form, but then you can have a different workflow, and the workflow will tell to the backend whether to use the ID or not, for example. You could totally do this on the workflow side. You shouldn't do this visually, if I were you.
Yeah, okay, that's okay.
Because I guess you have a variable with the selected line, the selected job, right? An object with everything.
Yeah, this is, yeah.
So you just have to edit that variable.
Exactly.
Basically.
Or use a branching in a workflow also. But yeah, I mean.
Yes, you can also do that if you wish to industrialize your work, but I guess what you need to add a create job somewhere in your application. So usually it's above the table. And when you click on create job, you just have to you can even create a new variable if you want to keep things simple, like create job true false. And depending on this, in this form, you can change the title. Like instead of updating job, you can update job. You can display instead create job, and you can just reset this variable with only the value you wish to be displayed when you create a new job.
Yeah, okay, that already works. I can do that. Yeah. The only issue, but I cannot show it now because a row is selected. If I enter a date, the date is not changed here when I'm inserting a new record. Let's say I'm I can see it. Wait a minute. You see, now I'm selecting another date and it's not here. It's not changing.
Can you do it again, please?
Yeah. Well, let's say this one. And if I display the variables to the left, it's actually changed, but it's not changed in this field.
Can you
because it's the current value that gets updated. So I think it's a binding issue.
Yeah. Can you show us the settings of this element?
Yeah.
You bound the text like this.
Well, this is a formula because if
but you shouldn't bind the text. You should change the settings on the date input directly, and let the input do everything. Because what you do is that you overrode the how the data input works. So what you should do, I think, tell me, Flo, but like remove the binding on the text and just use the settings.
Copy it.
Now I remove the binding.
You can copy. I didn't see what you.
I think you've got a connection.
You could deal. Can you select the parent of this one because you selected the text inside the date input, but you need to select the date input. So if you go to the elements in here,
in this one,
yes, this one.
Yeah,
exactly. And in this one, you see on the right, you've got length, format, custom format. And if you go to the settings, so to the setting tab, the one in the middle, yes, this one, you have init value. And you need to bind this one to your, I guess it's, if I remember well, it's deadline value, maybe.
Well, I can bind it first to job selected line or task selected line. No matter.
You need a date in here. So yeah.
Here I can use this one.
Okay, this one. And normally it should work now. So can you test it?
Yeah. Where is my date? Here is my date.
I think we broke the internal binding. We need to redo it.
Ah, yes, of course.
Because the text was bound so that the component will work by itself, and because you bound it and unbound it, you broke the binding. So I don't remember.
Yeah. You need to select the text again, the deadline. Yes, this one, and we need you need to bind the text to the context.
Yeah.
Yes.
Value.
This one.
Yeah, exactly. And now it should work.
You see, it's not that easy. Okay, I will.
Yeah, but keep in mind that every time you're using a form, an element, a complex element like a radio button that we showed before, inputs, when you're changing the settings, do it on the parent element, which has the name, Do not touch the internal elements because that's us, WeWeb, that we constructed these elements automatically. So if you change the bindings, you will break their internal functions.
Yeah. Okay. So I think I can do that. The other thing is there is always a Z at the end because it's a time zone. But when I was doing create a new job, it always said there is a problem with the timestamp. I can just show you a screenshot. Wait a minute, it's here.
Do you want to display it first? Because you can change the formatting of the dates. If you select the input
deadline with a Z, and on update it says invalid input syntax. I can do it now.
Yeah. you're using Supabase, right? If I remember correctly.
And the fields are timestamp Z. Definition of these fields.
So you need to convert it so that Supabase accepts it, because basically it's a mismatch between the data type from WeWeb and what Supabase is expecting. So you can update it in the workflow using the date formulas. Because this is not a WeWeb issue, basically. This is your backend telling you, I expect something which has a different type. So what you need to do is handle everything in the workflow, like in the update workflow.
But
so,
let's try.
Yeah.
Let's try. Can you select the date elements? You have many ways to do it. So the first one.
I first go to the container.
Yeah, to the input.
And container and workflow. Or not?
No. Go first to the input, to the date picker.
The picker itself.
Yeah, exactly.
And just.
So let me show you a trick. Can you select the date? Click on the text. I can show you a trick. A quick trick.
Text here?
Yes, but on the page directly.
Yeah.
Select the text. You can click on it.
Here. Yes,
here. And you see the name deadline in here. You can click it. Click it in here, just above. No. In here, in here, just above. You see you've got a little pop-up with deadline and library and copy, delete. This little one
here. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And you see when you click the name, you've got the parent just above. So you can quickly select the parent with this trick. You don't have necessarily.
I understand.
Don't need necessarily to go to the elements on the left. You can quickly do that.
No, this is the type. Like P is the type of the
just
tag,
above. Yes.
but above.
You've got placeholder, container, deadline. You see it. So if you select deadline, just yes, above you see you've got two new elements. You see them, placeholder, container, and deadline. Not just above, really above.
Just but it's covered by the
okay. The zoom.
Yeah, I see placeholder, container, and then I'm there.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
So you can select the parent like this. So let's. So it's not the parent. You need to go above again.
Like that. Yeah, deadline.
The container. Yes, just.
Now I
get
to the
again above the parent. Yes, this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so first you see in here you've got custom formats. So you can in here display the date as you like. So this is the first step.
Yeah.
So
I did that.
Okay, so perfect. So now can you go to the workflow where you send the data?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, perfect. And can you go where you bound? Yes, perfect. So in here, you may need to format this date. So did you add the date plugin?
Yes.
So, okay, so in formula, you should have many formulas in here. So you see in dates, you've got format dates, or I think it's maybe to date ISO. It depends what Supabase is waiting for. Can you show us
the Supabase definition of dates? Let's say
yes, you need to show us the definition, because if it's the same, you may need to format it differently.
It's let's say anyway. I always use this format in Supabase.
It's a timestamp, so this is why. It's not the best one, really.
Oh yeah, okay.
You can. Well, okay. I won't go into that debate.
Yeah.
I mean now.
Okay, so you need to convert it into a timestamp. So we may have a formula for that. Can you scroll a bit in the date functions in here?
Two timestamp. Yeah.
Timestamp. You see, you've got two timestamp. No, not this one. Above.
Above. Yeah, above.
Yes, here. Yeah, the one above.
This one?
No, just the one above.
Two timestamps.
Yes, here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, yes, put the value here inside.
Okay, I just
take your time.
Okay, I will just.
You can remove the parentheses.
Yeah. I will.
You can do it like this.
Easier. But sometimes it's not easy to see the cursor.
Yeah.
Okay.
And here
you
you
see
are.
the timestamp. Yeah.
You see the value below, the current value is now a timestamp. So normally now it should work.
I can test it now because there's.
Okay.
And I will try to do it.
Then yeah. Tell us next week if it works.
I guess that I should. No, I don't know if I can test it. It turned out of range. Yeah, because well, out of range. Problem is, where does it appear, this error?
I guess you would have to go to the settings of in Supabase to the dates. I don't know.
Maybe we can go to the next because we still have other people with questions, and I think Flo has to go at 45.
To fix this myself. The only thing I would like to still know is whether I can put two fields next to each other. That is.
Yeah, using a flexbox. Basically, if you use a div, then you can order, like, put two inputs inside it and like arrange them together. So this is basic CSS. So I encourage you to go to the Academy on WeWeb, like with Joyce.
It's not important.
Yeah, no worries. But Joyce like covers this a lot. We have many tutorials around this. It's only CSS, so it should be really easy to do.
Okay, thank you.
No worries.
Thank you.
Bye. Oh yeah, we have many questions. So Theo, I will invite you on stage. Okay, promote to panelists. And I will take a screenshot of the other questions if we don't have time to answer them today, to answer them on the community.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Hi.
Thank you for those office hours. Very helpful every time. So very glad that you're here. I'm gonna share my screen and go straight to it. So the first issue, do you see my screen right now?
Yeah.
Great. So the first issue I'm having is I'm trying to add a way for my user to add a new item from this list.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't able to do it. So as a workaround, I did add another text with a logic behind it. But I would like, ideally, to my user to be able to actually add it from there with an item that says like add new item or something.
Yeah.
So is this something we can do, or?
Yes, you can do it. Oh, maybe not in the single select. Oh, I think it's a feature for the multi-select, but not the single one. I'm not sure.
So is there a way that I could limit the multi-select to only one option and trick?
Yeah, I know you can do that in the multi-select to create new ones, but in select, I don't remember. I know that we have a ticket for this. Can you go quickly to the workflows?
Yeah, which one?
On the select input, yes, in that one. If you click on it and you add the workflow on it, can you go to the trigger on change? No, we don't have it. Mm,
But this is in the roadmap, and in the meantime, you should use the
Okay.
other inputs.
give me 1 second to try to find a workaround.
I mean, you already have a create new appliance button. I love the mindset.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did have to find a workaround, you know.
Yes, I think the only way to manage to do it right now is to do it yourself. So it's not really nice. It's to create the select yourself.
Okay, I'm not there yet, I think.
You have an example if you go to the add panel and you search for search with results. This is kind of like,
Oh, yeah,
yes,
use
the
that
second
one
one. Yes,
before.
this one.
Mm.
This one is fully tailor-made. So in here, for example, if you go to preview and you start typing in it, you access to a list. And
Okay.
yes, I think
Yeah.
you need to type in Jane or John, I think, something like this. Yes.
Yeah.
And this is how you can see how you can do it yourself, and you can add any workflows you like in here, but it's not ideal. I think what you did with the create new appliance is better.
Okay.
But I keep that in mind that we should prioritize also this feature for the single selects. It's in the pipe, but it's not done yet.
All right. All good. So the other one is, I think it's gonna be quicker. I fucked up my.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
Control Z or click on the arrow on the top to remove
Yeah.
this. Yeah,
All
perfect.
good. So the other one, and I've been struggling with this one, is I'm trying to get rid of this scroll element, the arrows on my language switcher, and I couldn't do it. So I tried to use custom CSS and the various options, but I just wasn't able to.
Okay, let me give so you can use the custom CSS, but it will
I think you need many rules for each browser type because Safari and Firefox don't have the same.
let me find some
rules.
CSS that you will be able to put in your custom header. Give me one so I can find this.
And maybe WeWeb Copilot can help too. Because this is typically the type of question where even us, we rely on Google to relearn the CSS because we don't know it by heart, sadly. But sometimes you can ask WeWeb Copilot also to help for this.
I use it so often. It's so helpful.
Nice.
And so accurate. Well, some of the time it's come up with I don't know answers, but most of the time it's like very accurate. And I would rather have something tell me I don't know rather than telling me, wrong stuff like usual chat.
That's cool.
Stuff.
Thanks.
So yeah, no, well done for that.
Thanks. Yeah, that was really cool to do. But yeah, basically just finding the rules. And I think the rules are different for Safari, Firefox, and Chrome. So you need to have all the rules, which is kind of... But otherwise, Flow, I don't know if you found them, or what we could do is to maybe send them on the community.
Yes, well, if I find it in the 5 minutes remaining for me, I will write into the
I will try to. Yeah.
Cool.
Sorry, we're kind of a hurry today.
No worries. Thank you. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you, CEO.
Bye. Thanks.
Bye.
Okay, so Tony is asking, hey guys, happy Tuesday. Quick one. Is it possible to have different colors for the same series in the chart in guided mode? I've tried a bunch of permutation, but cannot get the color from my color selector to select the individual color of the chart. I don't think so. Having done this some time ago, I think you did the advanced mode to have different colors in the same data set. So because you need to provide the whole dataset objects and change the color for each data point. So Joyce has a tutorial on this where she used the advanced mode So I will send it to you, but it's on our YouTube channel. It's really recent, so one of the latest video. Otherwise, you should check Charges documentation on this, because sadly, I think you can't in guide in mod. Yeah, sorry, Tony. I don't have like a better answer, but hopefully it should work. Anonymous user. Hey, is there a way to allow admin user to assume a regular user? So you can't assume a user inside the WeWeb editor. Why? Because backends like Supabase or Xano are not WeWeb, so we can't impersonate the user because we don't have the data. That's maybe something that will come in like in a few months or years when we deeply integrate with these tools. But for your end app, what I would do, I don't know, maybe you can try something using the user's cookies or like the bear token. If you're an admin, you can impersonate him, the user, by changing your token. But it's really dependent on what you use, if it's Xano or Supabase. Sofiane is asking a question on add scroll top margin. I'm not sure to get it, so I will invite you, Sofiane. And for the last question, I will take them because I think Flo will be leaving. And Theo, I don't know if you saw, but Flo apparently found the solution and sent it in the chat.
Bonjour à tous.
Hey.
Désolé, je suis dans la grange de mon tonton, donc j'ai pas des conditions acceptables de présentation, mais par contre, j'ai une bonne connexion Internet.
Je suis désolé, mais on va pas pouvoir l'apprendre en français, par contre.
Yes,
Sorry. Excuse me. So today we had good questions for you guys. As always, I'm on the product, which is the one about the private villas in Mexico. And I have a little fix that I'm looking to integrate, which is about a sticky nav bar that's hiding a title on a fixed anchor. I can show you. Which is, for instance, when I do that, do you see my screen?
Yeah. Yeah.
When I do this, my sticky nav bar is hiding the bedroom subtitle in here. And I would like to have something like this when I click on the anchor link, not hiding like that, but more like this.
Oh.
And for this, I check an answer from Aurélie, which proposed to add at the section level, this thing, scroll margin top. But I haven't been successful with this strategy. I would like to know, what do you think about this?
Did you create a topic in the community for this? I guess you have an answer from already.
Yes, I did something which is here, which is I didn't create a new topic, but I answered to a topic from Ilan. I sum up it, which was about the same, which is I understand that I can use scroll margin top CSS to offset the scroll positions on my link so that the top of the scrolled area is not covered by a sticky menu. Je pense que and I think it's the same. It's what I have. And Kevin, proposed you can try to put some custom CSS last property on the sidebar, which is like that. And I did it, and then I tried to explain my case here, which was the same, to make it more visual.
Okay, perfect. So, and you didn't receive any answer yet, right?
Not yet.
Okay. So we might take a look. I think we need to try to introduce your issue. It's hard to do right now. In here, you need to give you
Okay.
to find out how you've got this. Sometimes it takes time to manage to have the proper CSS.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, Sofiane. I can't help you right now. But we will.
Thank you very much. Have a
Sorry.
great day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So last question. I can get it alone if you have to go, Flo. No worries.
Okay. I'm really sorry. I really need to go today a bit earlier. Have a great day, everyone, and see you next week.
See ya. So question about best practices on error handling. I often believe that the best way to get an intuitive and nice user experience is by informing the user as good as possible when they do something wrong. I clearly agree with you on this. My question is, let's say you have a simple login page. You want to tell the user when they write an email that does not exist. Okay, if the password is wrong, if the email does not exist, if the user login is suspended, I use Xano off. Is the best way to just set up a variable that is changing depending on the success message? Yes, exactly. What you can do is that you can watch, you should configure Xano to do this because by default, I think Xano won't give you a specific error message, but you can reuse the error message inside WeWeb. So you don't even need a variable, you're just reusing the error message from the previous step in the error workflow. One thing I would say though is that you shouldn't do this because it's a really good idea UX-wise. But when you tell a user that a password is not valid, or the email exists but the password is wrong, or that the account is suspended, you're actually helping bots and malicious users to get to understand your database. What I mean is that if someone wants you to hack your database, if you're telling him or her that an email exists and the password is wrong, they learn something. So they learn that no, the email is right. So they just have to brute force the password. So that's why for login and signups, it's actually best practice security-wise to not be really like, do not give any should I say this? But like any clues about what the user has done. So just say the account is not valid or like you can't log in, because by doing this, you're really helping malicious users. So yeah. Yeah, I learned this. Thanks, Eric. I learned this the hard way when I was coding back in the days, because I've been coding the web apps back in the days. And that's something that really everybody is like, I should do this because UX-wise it's great. But that's you've got like long articles from the Airbnb and Google teams about it. Never do this because it's really easy then to hack your app. So I think we are done. Sorry, it was a little short. Florian has to go. Next time would be longer. We're really sorry about this. And we didn't manage to answer everything. For the really specific CSS questions, sometimes it's really hard for us to reproduce this. So we'll try to answer on the community. And in the meantime, I encourage you to post on the community so that we can answer you asynchronously. And for everything else, we'll continue the office hours, same time, same day every week. So I hope you will have a great week and see you in 1 week then. Bye, everybody.